So I wanted to record a favorites of the moment, and I also wanted to do a video about the things I find stylish or chic, but I find it's better to combine them both because most of the things are alike and they fit into the same categories. So I might just share the things I like and I also find chic, and maybe some things that I don't own but I still find really stylish or I just like them. Some are probably coming from things I saw online, but I feel like most of them are things that I've seen in real life or in my life and I really like. It's a combination between things I've seen offline and online. So some might be trending, some might be fitting into trends, but not exactly the thing that's trendy, and some might be pretty niche. I feel like the word niche is sometimes misused nowadays, but so the first thing I find stylish or I really like is having long, straight hair. I feel I'm starting to like this because I took the decision to embrace my natural hair because I've always debated if I should cut it or just let it grow. I feel like the reason for why I always feel the need to cut it is because I want for it to be an accessory or something that gives me personality, but I feel like there's a point, like there's a length of hair where it's not normal length, it's more like it's longer, like it's notably longer hair. And I think that's also maybe unconventional or stylish, like something very characteristic. So I am embracing my natural hair, and that's why I've been pretty obsessed with long, straight hair. And it's something I find stylish also. I've been searching for images that I like to get inspired more to what I could do with my hair. But also, this does not mean that I find short hair unstylish. Of course not. I also find it very stylish. In fact, I think that when you think about a chic woman, well, I personally think usually a flapper woman or, yeah, any woman from the 20s with the super short hair, like that's also very chic. But I just been embracing my natural hair and I find also very stylish to have very long hair. Also, something very specific I've been liking is having unwaxed, just natural eyebrows. I don't know if this is a trend or the algorithm. It's getting really scary personalized. But I just love natural unwaxed eyebrows, but brushed. I like them brushed. That sounds so weird, but it's just something I find that it looks beautiful right now. Just being more natural in that sense with your features. And this does not mean again that I don't like waxed eyebrows. I also really like the sharpness and clean look of having waxed eyebrows and how they fit your face. Of course, it depends on the eyebrow shape. And also having natural nails. It doesn't matter like if they're short or long, but I just like natural nails. Like I've never disliked them, but right now I feel comfortable with them. And I know that short nails are now trending and are more considered to be chic. And I also like them. But I also feel like not only short nails, long natural nails also look really nice. And I feel like, I don't know if it's just me or everyone, is leaning more towards low-key, natural features, things, neutral colors. Some might say it's recession, and it probably is, but I don't think it's the only reason. For me, I am also leaning towards more a minimalist style, more neutral colors, like cool palettes, cool tones. But because when I wear something, I want it to stand out. Like if I wear a nail color, I want for it to be like the accessory, or maybe not the accessory, but like just when you have too many things going on, some might lose focus. So I think being a minimalist is not like being boring. You can be minimalist, but just really thinking about what you want to stand out in your look or in your outfit. So I think for me, it goes more that way, but I know that it can also be due to recession, normal like society trends. There are a lot of reasons why that might be trending right now. Something that I've also seen trending are eyeglasses with silver frames, and I like them. I know they're trending, but I also think like they're pretty timeless and like just something that's timeless, but also can be trending. Like that does not mean that's going to ever be out of style, but I just really like silver frame for eyeglasses. But for me specifically, I have a horrible vision. I am basically blind, but I wear contact lenses. So I normally use contact lenses. So when I want to wear glasses, I want for them to show. So I prefer black frames. Not very, for my face, I don't feel like very thick frames look well, but just I've been obsessed with black frames for eyeglasses and finding a frame that suits your face, because I know that the oval eyeglasses were very trendy, or also like the big frames, but I feel it's more about finding a frame that you like and you feel that suits your face as you like. So I've been really obsessed with black framed eyeglasses. I never thought I would say I've been extremely obsessed with silver jewelry. I've always preferred gold over silver, but right now I don't know. I know it's kind of trendy. It's specifically trendy to match silver with gold, and I need to be honest, I disliked it. Like 2 years ago, I hated how it looked, but right now I like how it looks. And I never disliked silver. I just felt it didn't look good on me. But for some reason, this past whole year, I've been really driven into silver jewelry. I don't know. I just really like it. And it's not that deep. In fact, I made an artwork where I was also embracing the length of my hair and letting it grow, and I added silver charms to it. Just it was simply like, it's not that deep. It was simply just showing my hair care journey and the silver jewelry I like, because I also like minimal jewelry now. It's not that I dislike the other ones. I feel like I'm always going to be more of a gold person, and I also love antique jewelry. In fact, what I really like in silver jewelry are ancient charms, and I'm going to show you my painting because I included ancient charms and silver jewelry in my hair. So I went for the painting, and it's this one. I think I showed it in my room tour, but I really like it because it's me just letting my hair fall. Yeah, right now it's a bit longer because I took a reference from months ago. But here are all the silver charms, and I got inspired specifically by ancient silver charms. So I think this is one of my favorite self-portraits because of that. Sorry if you can hear my dog barking, but I just really like it. Shows two things I am really trying to include in my style right now, which is like having long straight hair and wearing silver jewelry. I've been really liking natural fabrics, to own things, to own pieces of clothing that are made out of natural fabrics. And I know they are more expensive, of course, than garments made out of polyester. I just feel like I want to buy more things out of natural fabrics, not only because of the sustainable aspect, but also because they feel better on you and they look better. They often are made with higher quality since it's more expensive. The brands are making sure they're spending their fabric in something well made. So I'm thinking more over long-term and timeless pieces that I want for them to be in my wardrobe for years and years from now. Because they are more expensive also, it makes me think more and meditate more whether if I want to truly buy it, if I really like it, or I don't. So that also makes me buy things that are more likely for me to still like in a couple years from now. But I don't only like natural fabrics or natural materials for clothing, but also for accessories. In fact, just a month ago, I got, I think, my favorite bracelet now. This is one. It's made out of a bullhorn. It's handmade. It's local from Mexico. And I just love that lady I bought it from. Really liked doing this. I mean, it showed because she puts so much effort and care into making this that I just really like it. Also because it's super, like, not only because of the story and where I bought it from, but because it's super cool. Like, visually, I love it. I love the pattern. And also, I love two materials specifically, which are sea conch or mother pearl, like these earrings. I love them. They're star earrings. I really like them. They're really unique. And for example, this heart that it's made out of a conch that my dad bought me when I was like 5 years old. So it holds a lot of memories. Also, this ring is really cool. It's made out of a sea conch. And I also been really loving things of wood. Maybe not only in accessories, but like in furniture and in general. I've been really reflecting for some reason about wood. And I also really like this ring that's made out of wood and I see conch. So yeah, I've been really liking just natural fabrics and materials in general, but specifically for outfits in garments and accessories. Well, talking about fabrics, I've been also loving denim in general, but just like deep blue indigo denim, that specific color of denim. I've been driven for some reason into deep colors, and also it happens with denim. And specifically, I've been loving denim jackets. The jackets that have like a fitted look, like they're fitted and they're a bit stiff because of the denim is really thick and I don't know. I am going to put pictures to reference it. In fact, I own one that I really like, but I don't like, I would love for it to be a different tone. This is one. Like, I like the tone. I like it in general. I do like it, but I would love to have another one that's more of a deep blue tone and maybe with silver again, with silver buttons. Yeah, I really like the fitting, just like this one maybe, or with the slight changes. I'm all for the analog trends. Well, I say analog because some of the things referenced in the analog trend going on aren't really analog. They're still digital, like the iPads or like old phones. What I'm all for is to be more present in your real life and leave the screens for a while. But I also find like it's a bit ironic to upload onto TikTok using your phone that you're doing something offline. You see the irony, right? But I still really like that people are trying to detach themselves from social media and everything being so fast paced. But what I'm going with this is that I've been really liking to take pictures, to take photographs with my camera because I learned how to use it a year ago, but I've been practicing more. And the reason why I like to use my camera is because it makes me think more about what photo is worth it and what should I photograph. Because with my phone, I have too much freedom that I take pictures of everything. That's so useless. Like it's an addiction. I don't know how many photos a day I take. It's an addiction. I take a lot of photos. So taking more photos with my camera really makes me reflect of what's worth taking a photo of. So I end up with photos with more quality and just better looking, that feel more authentic. And I also would love to have one of these that are also trending, like one of these digital small cameras, because this one's like this one, I love it, but it's really hard to take out just of your pocket and randomly take a photo of a sunset you saw because I cannot take this camera everywhere I go. So I think that's a good idea, the digital small cameras. So also with the photos topic, I've been also loving to make artistic collages out of photographs I've taken, mainly out of two photos, just like matching their vibe or creating concept out of simply just putting two photos together. It's just something I've been really enjoying to do. Like if I have some free time, I do that as an activity, just a creative activity. And finally, I've been really liking the color gray. As I said before, I'm being driven more into neutral colors and cool tone color palettes. And I feel like, for example, the color of the year is white. And I know, again, as I said before, a lot are saying that's due to recession. And I do think it is at least one reason of it. But what I'm really liking about gray is that it gives you the opportunity to highlight something else. It's really easy to match, and I feel like it's a color that is sometimes forgotten, but it's actually a really good color in terms of like matching it, combining it with different pieces from your wardrobe. I really like the color combos you can do with gray, whether they're just in neutral tones or if you combine it specifically with mint green, pastel blue or pastel pink, with brown or with textures, I feel like it's a color that's present, but it lets anything else you put besides it stand out. So I've been really loving gray in general. And I think these are the main things I'm finding stylish right now or I'm liking. Of course, there are more and they are always going to evolve and appear more. Some might go out of my list, some might get in. But I really like making this type of videos. They're so fun. And I also love seeing other people's videos about these things, like their favorites of the moment, what they find stylish. And I think this also helps like show yourself and the internet what's your style. And I think it's really cool to do this, to show the specific things you like now because of the personal style trend. I could do a video, like an entire video about why the personal style trend is happening, whether I think it's good or it's not. But I just wanted to say that personal style is not something fixed. It's not something you remain with the rest of your life. Of course, everyone has core values and things they like, but you're a person, so you evolve. Thus, your personal style also evolves. I mean, the things I like right now, I didn't like them a year ago, and some of the things I loved a year or 2 years ago, I don't really like them anymore. So don't be obsessed for finding your style. Just simply wear and follow the things you like. Think about if you truly like them. And if you haven't decided, just try them out. And if you don't like them, well, you don't. And if you do, you can still wear them because you like them, whether they're trendy or not. Just know that you're constantly changing, so you don't need to find like a specific style. And if you are finding that you like something but that doesn't matches your style, it's normal. Like every person is so different, so everyone has a different style that it's constantly changing. So don't get too obsessed with your style. Just do lists of what you like every month if you like, or every 3 months, every year, or maybe you don't. Just wear whatever you like. Don't focus so much on that. And yeah, I think I'm going to leave this video right here, and I'm preparing one about being cool because I recently read a paper about cool people and I find it very interesting, so I think I might do a video about that. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.